Yam Shaiva Samubhasate Shiva iti Brahmeti Vedantino Bauddha Buddha iti Pramana Padava Kartedi Naiyayiga Arhan Nityatha Jaina Shasanarata Karmeti Mimamsaga Soyamvo Vidadhatu Vanchita Phalam Trailokyanaatho Harihi Soyamvo Vidadhatu Vanchita Phalam Trailokyanaatho Harihi Shuddho Buddho Vimuktaha Shrutishikharagiram Mukhyatatparya Bhumi Yasmajjatam Samastam Jagadidam Amrtat Vyapya Sarvam Stito Yaha Yasyam Sham Shabatarai Suranaravanajairakshidam Sarvametad Tam Bhumanam Mukundam Hridigatam Amalam Krishnameva Prapadye Tam Bhumanam Mukundam Hridigatam Amalam Krishnameva Prapadye Madhya Hridaya Kashe Sadanandamayo Guru Udetu Satatam Samyak Swatmananda Prabodhaka Hari 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 Om Tats Jaya Guru Jaya Guru Jaya Guru. We shall have 3 times joint recitation of Omkara. Interlock your fingers and put them on your lap. Sit comfortably erect. Close your eyes, open the mouth and heart and join me. Remember, our recitation should spread upon the earth, showering its benedictions on all creatures thriving upon the earth. See, I wanted to give you a kind of a synopsis of the entire Bhagavad Gita, because this is a Bhagavad Gita, exclusively Bhagavad Gita retreat. So I have to cover the last 7 chapters. Perhaps I may be very fast. I will try to be a little slow. So we came to the Bhakti Yoga, the 12th chapter. Arjuna is raising a question. You spoke so much about Bhakti. Vishwarupa Darshana is possible only for those people who have exclusive devotion. Now, people who are given to devotion, they progress and have their unitedness with you. Before that, you spoke so much about Jnana the wisdom path, the Sankhya Yoga. So those who follow the Sankhya, the wisdom path, and the devotion path, what is the difference between the two? Is there any comparison? Every time comparison is what counts, is it not? So, is there any difference? How do you compare? Whenever these questions come, Krishna will answer always in a very beautiful manner. And there is a lot of psychological skillfulness in him. Maya veshya manoye mam nityayukta upasade shraddhaya parayopedaha teme yuktatama madaha. No doubt, Arjuna, those people who follow and pursue the devotional path, and he puts his own qualifications for that. Maya aveshya mano ye mam. Those people who get inspired by me, who infuse their heart and mind into me. Nityayukta upasade. And their worship should be not a broken one or a piecemeal one. Incessantly they pursue devotion. Then he also says, Shraddhaya parayopedaha. Having the superb note of attention and attunement. Such people, yuktatama madaha, they are certainly absolutely united with me. Then he refers to the other people. So Arjuna is very pleased and he has put these conditions. It should not be a broken or a piecemeal devotion. It should be consistent, wholesome, ceaseless. Then he refers to the others as etvaksharam anirdeshyam avyaktam paryupasade sarvatragam ajindyam cha kudastham achalam dhruvam sanniyamendriyagramam sarvatra samabuddhayah te prapnuvanti mameva sarva bhuta hite rataha. You should mark these things. The other people, they are given to contemplation. They are generally introverts. Such people will not generally be interested in the outside activities, outside matters. So he says, everything is all right, provided they become sarva bhuta hite rataha. They become interested in the welfare of all beings. One clause. This sarva bhuta hite rataha is an expression Krishna uses, Bhagavad Gita uses in two places. One is here, another is in the 5th chapter. I would like you to mark it, those people who can. Sarva bhuta hite rataha. They must be interested in the welfare of others. So never ask the question, why are sannyasins doing different types of activities? Even now in India, there is a considered view that sannyasins should not take up any other activity. Only jnana, wisdom. He says they must be interested in the welfare of all. In the 5th chapter he says, Labhande brahmanirvanam rishaya kshinakalmashaha chinnadvaitha yadatmanaha sarvabhuta hiterada. There also he uses. So these two expressions of Hinduism, the Hindu Dharma, will you remember? One is sarvabhuta hiteradaha. Say? Similarly, vasudhaiva kudumbakam. The entire earth is one's family. Will you foster that attitude? How long will it take to begin? Okay. Now we go to the 13th chapter, from which onwards Sri Krishna is presenting the mathematics of spirituality, philosophy and yoga. very clearly. There is a lot of enumeration in this portion. In the 13th chapter, it is called Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. One is called the field, another is called the knower of the field. Our body itself is the field for all kinds of activity. While in the whole body, inside and outside, in the level of the brain, it's all activity, vibration going on. There is one other factor there, not coming under activity or even prana. It is knowledge. It is called chit and chitta, consciousness and mind. That is totally different from force, energy, matter, etc. That's only one. So our body itself is a combination of the Kshetrajna and the Kshetra. And he makes a very great declaration. I wish you all are attuned to know it. He says, he is listing 20 virtues. All the 20 virtues together constitute jnana, wisdom. Are you with me? Yes. No. Yes. Wisdom, ku. It is not that. We don't want such a wisdom at all. The wisdom should be sufficiently functional. It should be effective. Nobody lives as an individual alone. An individual means his links are with the society. The society has environments. So we cannot separate matter and energy from chit. We cannot separate the individual from the society and the whole world and nature. So he says, Amanitvam adambhitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam shaujam stairyam atma vinigraha asaktir anabhishwangaha putradara grihadishu nityam cha samachittatvam ishtanishtopavattishu adhyatma jnana nityatvam tattva jnanartha darshanam etad jnanamidi proktam. All these together go by the name spiritual knowledge. Ajnanam yadato nyatha. All else, what? Ajnana, ignorance. What a great declaration, Baba. Where will you find this? In the whole world. To say wisdom, it should be something benign, benevolent, auspicious, fulfilling, satisfying. It should give fullness. It should be all-embracing. A number of disciplines he makes about. Amanitvam, adambhitvam. These are beautiful. They require elaborate discussion. You are asking, what is to be done? What is to be done? Take this 13th chapter and start finding out what are the 20 virtues and excellences. Start practicing them. So, everything else he says, ignorance. So, we cannot consider anyone to be a jnani unless he is a repository of virtues, unless he embodies virtues. And the virtues are something in the way of restraint, moderation, discipline, self-containing, never complaining, grumbling. Always there must be an extension towards the society. In the 14th chapter, we have Gunatraya Vibhaga. The one unique philosophy, emphasis of Bhagavad Gita is Trigunas. Say? Triguna. Sattva-guna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna. These are the qualities of nature. Nature consists of 3 gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Sattva represents light, wisdom, happiness. Rajas represents activities and the urges for it. And Tamas represents ignorance, darkness, lethargy. So these three are the three gunas. Oh, you are nodding your head easily. See, it is happiness on the one hand, wisdom on the other, light on the other. It is equally darkness, ignorance and delusion on the other. All the three together and activities and interactions. So at no point of time the world is going to be free of ignorance, free of lethargy, free of delusion. In every being of this world, all the three gunas are there. Gunatita, you must at least hear the word Gunatita, transcending the gunas. Prakriti consists of these three and they are constantly operating in every aspect of nature, in the micro and the macro as well, alike. So how can we escape? The escape is not in eschewing them, but trying to remain afloat in them. How is it? He is called a gunadida, one who has transcended the gunas. Prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava nadveshti sampravrittani na nivrittani kankshadi. If you watch your own personality right from the morning till you go to bed and close your eyes and sleep, if you observe the whole, examine the whole day, you will find there will be a sattvic spell, a rajasic spell and a tamasic spell. The society also undergoes it. Mother nature also undergoes it. They cannot be avoided. That what is meant by transcending, it is just like swimming and remaining afloat in drowning waters. Prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava nadveshti sampravrittani. When they are active in you, you never hate them. Oh, I have a tamasic spell. I don't like it. Don't say that. Allow it to go. You remain unaffected. That unaffectedness is possible by knowledge. Nadveshti sampravrittani na nivrittani kankshadi. They come and go like sukhadukhas. So when they go, oh, my sattvic spell has gone. Why did it go? I want it longer. No, don't say that. Be at home. Be at home. Be unruffled. Be poised. Be harmonious. Be unaffected. Never be shaken. Mahatma Gandhi, when he was fighting for the freedom of India, he was a very important person in the independence of India. He used to have prayer meeting. When in the prayer meeting he started chanting Rama's name, together with Bhagavad Gita, the Sthita Prajna portion, then the Bhakta Lakshanas and the Gunatida portion, only then people in thousands started attending the prayer meeting. Politics without devotion is of no consequence. Devotion is an ideology for achieving anything in this world. Devotion makes you a superhuman. We go to the 15th chapter called Purushottama Yoga. It's a small chapter but considered to be very important and sublime. When people happen to drop their bodies, then if possible, they open the 15th chapter of Gita and start reciting. It is called Purushottama Yoga. Generally by the word Purushottama we mean God. But here Krishna says the Purushottama is within the human. Superhuman is the meaning of Purushottama. Sri Rama is considered to be a Maryada Purushottama, in whom you will find the qualities of human life to the zenith, almost to the level of perfection. In that there is a shloka which I would like you to mark. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha dvandvair vimuktaha sukha dukha samjnaihi gachandya mudhaah padam avyayam tad. People attain the interminable abode. They attain it. How do they attain it? Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha. These are the ways. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha. They should keep away from the defect of sanga, delusional cling, unnecessary self-respect, etc., pride, wrong. Adhyatma nitya. They should be consistently given to this adhyatmic thought. What is the adhyatmic thought? I have a body, but I am not the... Say that. I only have a body, but I am not the body. The body is matter, energy, but I am not. I am sentience. I am consciousness. No comparison or contrast even. Something entirely different. Vinivritta kamaha, no desire. Dvandvaihi vimuktaha, he is free from dvandvas, pairs of opposites. Which dvandvas? Altogether only one set of dvandvas are there. What are they? Sukha dukkha samjnaihi. All other dvandvas result in sukha dukkhas. Gachandya mudhaah padam avyayam tad. The moment they have understood it, they overcome their delusion and they reach the inexhaustible, interminable abode. We go to the 16th chapter, Daivasura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. Are you with me? Yes. I doubt. Daiva Asura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. People always ask, why is this world wrong? Why did God create? You become a God and try to create something else. See, the world is full. Nobody should look at the world saying that I want to be this, but I am not given the freedom to be this. Everybody has freedom for doing anything and everything. If that freedom is not correct, then it is for the others to say, as you are free, we also are free. Your freedom impinges on mine, so I will not allow it. Unless you say that, you are not worth living in this world. In democracy, the people have to have eternal vigil. In the absence of this vigilance, democracy cannot function. So Krishna says, in the world the Daiva Sampat and the Asura Sampat both are there. If Asuras are not there, what will the righteous people do? They will have nothing to do. Now at least they are kept on their feet. There will be no necessity for police and military. So people who have these tendencies, what will they do? They will have to go to the moon or Saturn. Very difficult. And these people, the terrorists come under them. Tanaham dvishada kruran samsareshu naradhaman kshipamya ajasram ashubhan asurishveva yonishu. I don't liberate them at all. I allow them to continue, become worse and worse and worse, until at last, by their own methods, the downfall will come to them. If some evil is there, immediately it will not be arrested. It will be encouraged. See, one Duryodhana, he was able to muster 11 Akshauhinis of people who were all given to support wickedness. Can you imagine? Jarasandha came with 20 Akshauhinis of Sena every time, 17 times. First time, when Balarama went After subduing Jarasandha, he went and he was about to hit on his head. Krishna said, "My dear brother, don't leave him. He will go and again come with 20 Akshahunis of Sena shortly." And 17 times or so he came with so many forces. So all these people were supporters of wickedness. What should be done? They should be worshipped or eliminated? Ah? Why are you mild? See? So I lower them. I make them decline. They will be part of the society. Even Sri Rama, after his great pilgrimage, was saying, "Even in my dream, I am not able to find a good man," he says. Sadhu swapnepi asmit jagadi sujano nadya sulabha. So never expect a world free of this. We speak about hell. All of you are afraid of hell and desirous of heaven. What is hell? Krishna says, "Trividham naragasyedam dwaram nasanamatmanaha kama krodhas tatha lobha tasmad edatrayam tyajed." Three kinds of hell are there. What are they? Kama, Krodha and Lobha. Where do you find Kama, Krodha and Lobha? Passion, prejudice, hatred, love and greed. In the goat and the rabbit? Huh? In the children born in your families. In the children born in your families. People like you. So three are the doors. Kama, Krodha and Lobha. Greed, hatred and desire, passion. Never speak about any other hell. So which is the source of all these? Our mind. So you are carrying hell or heaven? Now try to carry heaven. The freedom is given to you. Now we go to the 17th chapter, Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yogaha. Sri Krishna speaks of everything as of three kinds. Food, speech, mind, everything. And any kind of an act, it can be a sattvic act, rajasic act or tamasic act. It may be speech, it may be thought, it may be words, it may be actions. So he is explaining. Where do you start? You start with your food if you want to be sattvic. What is sattvic food? Don't think that it is negative. It is the most delicious food. Ayus sattva balarogya sukha preeti vivardhanaha rasyaha snigdhaha sthiraha hridyaha ahara sattvika priyaha. It will promote long life, purity and light. It will give you strength, sukha preeti, pleasantness, comfort and happiness. Will you not like such a food? And what is it taste-wise? Rasyaha, snigdhaha, sthiraha, hridyaha. Rasya means very tasty and delicious. The tongue and the mouth will like. Snigdhaha, not hard but soft. If you take it, it will remain sustaining you for a few hours. Hridyaha, pleasing to your heart. No belching will be produced. Can you imagine? Huh? Why don't you write it on your wall? Rasya snigdha stira hridyaha ahara sattviga priyaha. Different kinds of austerity. You cannot do anything that you like in the way of austerity. Your austerity must be touching the mind, touching the intelligence, touching the heart, not merely a physical one. He says, Manaprasada saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha bhava samshuddhirityeda tabo manasamuchyade. Manaprasada. What does it mean? You should be pleasant in your mind. Will you make a vow today that from today onwards I will always try to be pleasant? Who will not like it, tell me? Try to be pleasant. For smiling you need the lips and teeth alone, nothing else. At least look at your own face on the mirror, then start smiling. We go to the 18th chapter. It's called Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. Arjuna's question itself was on what is Tyaga and what is Sannyasa. Will you be attentive? Karyamityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate Arjuna sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva satyagaha sattvigo mada. The real Tyaga is Tyaga of the mental adverse factors, qualities. Karyamityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate Arjuna. Every act, once it is to be done for any reason whatsoever, if it is to be done, do it. But have no clinging in what you do. And do not look for a specific outcome as a result. If you are able to avoid that clingingness of your mind, that itself is Tyaga. So don't you have an opportunity every day repeatedly to practice Tyaga? Huh? Yes. Don't allow your mind to pick up clinging. Without clinging, do everything. If you are doing whatever you are doing properly, automatically the result will be there. The karma phala repeatedly Gita refers to is not at all objective results. It is only subjective responses. Anishtam, ishtam, mishram cha, trividham, karmana phalam. This is the karma phala, the result of action. Bhagavad Gita refers to. What are they? Anishtam, undesirable. Ishtam, desirable. Mishram, a combination of the three. These are the three mental notes which you have to renounce. Suppose a lady is pregnant and she delivers. Can you ask her to give away the child? A student passes and gets his certificate. Should he tear it off? Or should it be given to another? So when you have performed a karma, the result is belonging to you, the karta. So what is to be renounced is the feeling of desirable, undesirable and a combination of the two. Everything in this world is equally acceptable. Nothing is wrong. As I said earlier, terrorists also have a place. They will not leave it. Then about action he says, Niyatam sangarahidam aragadveshata kritam apalaprepsuna karma yattat sattvigam uchyade. The action which is called sattvic action is niyatam sangarahidam. It should be as a part of orderliness, the rhythm of the world, the needs of the world. Sangarahidam. You should not have any clinging in that. Aragadveshada kridam. Do not do anything out of a desire. Do not do equally anything out of a hatred. I don't know whether you follow me. Because it is necessary, I do it. Because it is a need, I do it. Now I have a problem. What is the problem? I have to eat. If anybody is there to eat for me, I will stop eating. But I have to look after this body, nobody else. Mouth is here, hand is. So I am eating because the body is to be preserved. So for the preservation of the body, I take food. Similarly, every action is done because it is part of the world order. Sangarahidam, aragadveshadakridam, apalapraipsuna. I don't have anything specifically to achieve by doing the action. It is part of the process and the rhythm nature is trying to perpetuate. That kind of an attitude. Muktasango anahamvadi dhrutyutsaha samanvidaha siddhya siddhyor nirvikaraha karta sattvika uchyade. What a beautiful statement. I think psychologists should read this. These are the refined dimensions of the human mind and very subtle high levels of the intelligence. Our mind and intelligence can be refined and reformed to a very great extent. Mukta sangaha, devoid of sangha, clinging. Anahamvadi, he will never feel or say, I am doing, I have done, I will enjoy, I will suffer the consequences. Arey, what is there? Who is doing here? Because you have a brain, it thinks, not you think. Your mouth is eating, your stomach is getting full, your eyes are seeing. Suppose you are blind, will you see? Huh? So understand that there is no ahankara called for. At the same time, dhrityutsaha samanvidaha. You have sufficient will and resolve and also enthusiasm, fervor and perseverance. I don't know whether you hear me. See, these appear to be negative. It is not negative, opposites. Dhrityutsaha samanvidaha. Siddhya siddhyor nirvikaraha. Whether what is done attains its fruition or not, I am not affected. I am here to do. I am here to do. Na tadasti prithivyam va divideveshu va punaha sattvam prakritijair muktam yadebhisyat tribhir gunaihi. Arjuna, understand that there is no being either in this world or in the other world free from the clutches of nature's three gunas. Everywhere the gunas are operating, qualities are operating. Everybody assiduously pursuing his own activity, whatever be the activity that comes to him, just perform it properly. And if you do it properly, you will attain the necessary human fruition. What is required is an assiduous pursuit of the activities that are attuned to you. You get attuned to. Swakarma nirada siddhyam yatha vindadi tatsunu. Gita speaks about what? In the 9th chapter, Krishna says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachadi tadaham bhaktyupahridam ashnami prayadatmanaha. People always quote this. Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. A leaf, flower or fruit or simple water you give me. I partake it very well. Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. Yo me bhaktya prayachari. Whoever gives it to me, besmearing it with his devotion. Where is devotion? In your heart. So you take an article and give. That won't be sufficient. The article should represent a great deal of devotion in the hands of the person who collected it. And then you offer it with as much of devotion as possible. Then the devotion with which it is besmeared, that I partake and I give back the article. Tadaham bhaktyupahridam ashnami prayatatmanaha. Provided the giver is sufficiently regulated, reformed, refined and attentive. So what is taken by God? Are they the articles you give? Or is it the devotion that you besmear the articles with? But this is only for a short while. So as you grow, the devotion grows into the next level. What is that level? Yata pravrittir bhutanam yena sarvamidam tadam swakarmanatam abhyarchya siddhim vindati manavaha. Yataha pravrittir bhutanam yena sarvamidam tadam. Who or what is God? God is the source of everything. And He is the propeller of all activities. Understand this. Yataha pravrittihi bhutanam. From where all the activities and interactions of all beings take place, emerge. Yena sarvamidam tadam. By whom the whole universe is pervaded. Where will you worship Him? And by what means? Is it enough if you worship using half an hour and a few articles you pick up or buy from the market? What is the true worship to such a source? Swakarmanatam abhyarchya. Whatever activity I perform after getting up in the morning till I go to sleep, every bit and piece of that activity I make use of to offer Him. Hoga kya? होगा कब होगा? अगली जन्म में. Swakarmanatam abhyarchya. Every karma you make use of to worship Him, then you attain siddhi. Is that only? No, something more. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hrideshe arjuna tishtati Brahmayan sarvabhutani yandrarudhani mayaya tameva sharanam gacha sarva bhavena bharata tat prasadat param shantim sthanam prapsyasi shashvadam. Suniye na achhi tarah. Listen to very carefully. How long will you remain in the kindergarten class? When did you begin this worship? And how many decades have passed? The hairs have become grey. The hair has become grey. And nothing happens to your devotion. What is this? Ishvara sarvabhutanam hrideshe Arjuna tishtati. Arjuna, God is seated in the heart of all creatures, like a driver who drives your personality. Yantrarudhani mayaya. Tameva sharanam gacha. Seek refuge under Him. Under whom? Boliye? Tell me. Under whom? Who is seated in your heart, operating the whole personality of yours. Sarva bhavena bharata. And what is it that you offer to him? All the attitudes, emotions, feelings, responses, reactions, ambitions, aspirations. Jealousy, hatred. Add to your own list. Sarva bhavena. Exclude nothing. Give everything without any reservation to that God. My dear God, you are the source of it. You are originating it. You alone can take them. Tat prasadat param shantim sthanam prapsyasi shashwadam. By His blessing, you attain the perpetual abode. There is one verse in Bhagavad Gita, this is 56 in the 18th chapter. You have heard for 3 or 4 days. What is the formula that you can take home? Here is the formula. Will you listen to it? Sarva karmani sarvakarmanyapi sada kurvano madvyapashraya mat prasadad avapnodi shashwadam padamavyayam. Sarva karmani api sada kurvano. Always by doing all your activities. Are we not already doing? Huh? So do you have to do anything additionally? But you have to. Madhyapashraya. You have to do it, understanding that God is the source, God is the motivator, God is the propeller, and God is everything behind. Thinking in this manner, madhyapashraya, that dependence, anchoring in God should be there. Anchoring yourself, do all activities, then mat prasadat avapnodi shashwatam padamavyayam. You will attain a perpetual, undecaying abode by my blessings. So what is it that you have to do now? Only one word, madhyapashraya. Have your dependence and anchor on God. You tell me, you do your puja, you do many things. But out of the 16 hours, wakeful hours of activity, can you tell me how much you have identified with this anchor? That is where you fall. This requires understanding. Swabhavajena kaunteya nibaddha svena karmana kartum nechyasi yanmohat karishyasya avashopi tad. Arjuna, you claimed the war is sinful, I will not fight. You know, this is a statement, an effort of the tongue, that's all. It does not mean the truth. He says, Swabhavajena kaunteya nibaddha svena karmana. Everyone is irresistibly bound by the tendencies and the resultant actions he has. Kartum nechyasi enmohad. Out of delusion, if you say, I will not do, that is in vain. Prakriti swam niyokshiti. No. Kartum nechyasi enmohad karishyasya avashopi tad. You will find that you irresistibly do it. So don't make any assertions at all. At one point, having given all the instructions, Krishna says, I will tell you now the greatest of all secrets. Are you ready for it? Have you become like Arjuna? Then listen. Sarva guhyatamam bhuyaha shrunume paramam vachaha ishtosi me dridhamidi tado vakshyami te hidam. This is the most greatest secret because you are dear to me. I feel like disclosing it to you. What is that? Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Krishna is making a vow, an open pratijna. Manmana bhava. Let your mind be given to me. Keep me in your mind. Mad bhaktaha. Declare that I am a devotee of God. Don't practice devotion. What? What? Don't try to practice devotion. Say, I am a devotee. Then whatever you do becomes devotional. If you are a human, whatever you do, will it not be humanly? Huh? Similarly, become a devotee. Say, I am a devotee. So everything you do will become devotional. Madhyaji. Do everything as an offering and sacrifice to me. Mam namaskuru. Be humble before me. Mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. I swear that you will attain me. Tell me, is there any time here? Does it call for a specific time or an effort? It is a transformation, installing an attitude in your mind. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. Where from did we start? This dialogue started. Arjuna said, take away my grief. Krishna ends it up saying, do not grieve. See what a wonderful dialogue is this. Krishna has never swerved from the objective, Arjuna's need. Sarva dharman parityajya. Drop all do's and don'ts, prohibitions and injunctions. Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Seek refuge under me, the one. What does it literally mean? It means leave the thoughts of many and foster the thought of one. Replace many with one in your mind. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. I will free you, liberate you from all kinds of sin. Ma shuchaha. My dear Arjuna, do not lament. So to avoid lamentation, what is the way? Drop manyness and foster oneness. It is not that Krishna will come and liberate you. He need not come. The promise is in the very statement. It is a question of leaving the thoughts of many and installing the thought of one. When one alone is there any bondage? Huh? What will bind who? What? If there is only oneness. So you need nothing else, nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shujaha. If any one of you thinks that Krishna is not there, so how can he liberate you? Krishna need not be there. What binds you is the thought of many, and what liberates you is the dedicated fostering of singleness or singularness. So the mind is bound by plural thoughts and liberated by singular thought. Am I clear? I have told you the whole of Bhagavad Gita. I wanted to do it, otherwise I would have taken up special propositions and explained them. Here I wanted you to have a bird's eye view at least of Bhagavad Gita. What do you say? Is Bhagavad Gita a religious scripture? No. It's a war-field dialogue, a secular dialogue, in a secular front, for a secular purpose. War cries had been raised. The discharge of arrows was just to begin. In between this dialogue transpired. Arjuna's dialogue ended and the war proceedings restarted. I am very happy that we have been able to come here and to be with all of you, especially on an exclusive Bhagavad Gita retreat. I am also happy that so many of you have come. Everyone is to be multiplied by at least 1,000. It is not just 100 people, but I believe it is 100,000 people. Not all are fortunate to be participating in such a great, holy, rewarding event. Our Shastras say, unless you have the backing of holiness earned by your forefathers for several generations, at least 21, one will not be able to take to all these. What do you think? Bhagyodayena bahujanma samarjidena satsangameva labhate purusho yadavai. Bahujanma samarjidena. Not that you earned in the previous lives. Your previous generations, they have earned sufficient holiness. Then only one will feel like coming and listening to. However much you may advertise, however much, the number of people who come, it cannot be very many. If many people come, I think the event will not be good. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye, says Krishna. Out of thousands of people, rarely one takes up the pursuit of the supra-material pursuits. And out of them, rarely one tries to know me. So you all belong to that very rare category. And by exposing this Bhagavad Gita, what is happening? Krishna says, whoever discusses this dialogue in the presence of the other devotees who have devotion to God, that person is the most dear to me. There was none born dearer than him, and none is there, and none will be there. So I always say, I stand first in the list. For 68 years I have been speaking on Bhagavad Gita. Now they have also started speaking. All of us came for the first time and we were speaking on Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise we would be talking on different subjects. Last time, for the Guru Purnima, I happened to teach Bhaja Govinda. And I also chanted some beautiful 1 or 2 slokas. Surprising was the effect. All of them, in the free time, they started clustering and then started reciting this Bhagavad Gita. Bhaja Govinda, particularly another verse. Satyam jnanam anantam nityam anakasham paramagasham. So, this Bhaja Govindam, it's a wonderful recitation. And some of them, particularly Sneha, said, Swamiji, you should take a full session on Bhaja Govindam. And I make the participants also recite. So I think it was very good. I am happy. I only wish that you take more interest and pursue this path. Everyone should try to share his feelings and thoughts with the others also. We can help you in the process, but every one of you should do your bit. And the manner in which these sponsors and organizers have conducted the function, I am very, very happy. Irvine seems to be having a culture for all such public gatherings and functions. One family after the other prepares the food and give. It's a great culture. I think it should grow. Youngsters, you should try to copy this culture from your parents and preserve it. Don't be indifferent to it. Such a wonderful process. And everybody seems to be liking the food. I ask people, I think you are doing the most holy act. So let this culture be preserved. I will speak to people about it. Something very good. I think it has been good. I mentally embrace all of you. I bless you. But I have one specific thought. What is that? Let there be good children born in your families. I want them first of all to love their family. Equally love the society. They should learn well, have accomplishments. In whichever field they are, they should be very effective, persevering. And they should contribute to the national and global GDP. We want to have an affluent earth, not an impoverished earth. Our scientists and the others have to rethink themselves that the civilization and science and technology they develop are of the sustainable category. We should be very judicious in harnessing natural resources. The word exploit should be dropped. We don't want any exploitation. We want harnessing. Utilize them judiciously without disturbing, injuring or polluting any of nature's elements like earth, water, air, etc. The human should be an ornament to the earth, ornament to nature. In the sea, the population is not so much affected, but in the land it is very much affected. What about the global heating we have? We are reaching a very dangerous limit. That is what scientists say. Who is responsible for it? So can we not think better? If we can make an artificial intelligence, we can make our intelligence of a better quality in its pursuits, thinking, introspection. So let there be sufficient affluence in the earth, let there be no suffering, and we want not merely economic poverty to be eliminated, we want to redress the mental and intellectual privation we have. That also should be redressed. I think we are too poor. Mental poverty. Suffering. Are we born to suffer? We are to find an answer to our suffering. God is never unkind. He is only kind. Okay. Let us conclude the session formally. See, I am suffering from a disease according to doctors called myoclonus. Previously I was falling frontward, so I could balance myself in my feet and knees. When I am falling backward, I have no control. So the doctors have specifically said somebody should be behind me always, even in the bathroom. So somebody is behind and they are doing well. We have come altogether 7 or 8 people from India Malaysia and other places. So it is not easy to make such a trip. So I have come here. I have had no problems. This attack comes, I cannot call it an attack. My attendant always says the visitor has come and announced his presence, he will say. So 4, 5 or 6 seconds, then I am all right. I have no pain, no discomfort, no fatigue, nothing at all. So about God when I think, shall I thank Him for no trouble that I am having, or shall I trouble Him for the little trouble I have? So in spite of it, people were wondering whether Swamiji would come, make it all. I did not have any problem. It is the aircraft that brought me here. I was lying on the aircraft. We did not do anything at all. It's okay. Samvedyavarjitamanuttamamekamadhyam samvitpadam vikalanam kalayan mahatman hridyeva tishtha kalanarahita kriyam tu kurvan akartrapadamethya samodidashri kurvan akartrapadamethya samodidashri. Hari, 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 Om Tatsat, Jaya Guru. We shall have the conclusional Omkara. Take your pose for it. Hari, Om Tatsat, Jaya Guru, Jaya Guru.